Tell me why. Game, you froze on me. Is this game going on or not, fam? There we go. Ugh. There's supposed to be an outfit and a fucking sword in this locker. I can't get to it. Or open it. And it's ready to get to my nerves. Can I craft a weapon? Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. How? What do you mean it's quiet? Oh, is that better for you? Yeah, pussy. The reason I put my mic lower is just because of my PlayStation in it. And you could probably hear my PlayStation, but you don't want to tell me in it, so. I don't know, it just irritates me. Are you watching it? Are you watching the live stream? What the fuck did I just do to me? Oh fuck, I accidentally ejected myself with blood. Oh well. Right, ready? Ah! Yeah. See, look, there you go, level 18. Alright, you want me to? That's what Cobra Kai always told me. Hello, bitch. Ah! Oh my fucking god! I'm getting out of here, bro. Look how much health he took off of me. He only hit me once. See, look how much health he has, fam. I did. That's what I just did. Exactly, fam. Mate, you did know the stream's delayed. Dumbass. Yeah, twat. Give me your blood. I can't really say much. I think I found I kind of exploited it. Bitch. Yeah, what are you gonna do, bitch? Yeah, walk off. keep screaming, you little bitch. Yeah, what you gonna do? Exactly. Little pussy. Man don't wanna fight me, innit? Please don't run me. Like, yo, you wanna go? You watching this intense battle? Exactly right, he's a pussy, bro. Look at him, level 18. He's smacked by level 9, fam. Oh, yo. Pussy, bro. Pussy, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Exactly. Hey, let's go. I beat him. What a pussy. Yay. Alright, any more scowls? There's a level 2. Yo, there's a level 12 fucking hunter, bro. Should I fight him? I could take him in it. Can I? Let's go. Hey, what's up, pussy? What the fuck? Fire executioner. Executioner, whatever.
I'd head back if I were you, sir. Oi! You!
Ah!
He's mine! I'll take it! More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye? But the guards recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. It's locked all right. It's closed.
How? Alright, yo, this is very run.
You're mine!
Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Ow! Huh. I don't think it's this way. Because the gates are locked. Why is this gate locked? Oh.
You're mine,
Can't I teleport up there? Ow! You fucking kidding me?
It's closed.
So Raj, I got past them all.
Whitechapel. This
got
neighborhood
past
is
them all.
linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley drinking worse than a week-old lavvy.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he... I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir. This week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right?
I cannot enter.
That's terrible. What?
There's nobody here.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
That's kind of struggling. That's kind of struggling. Don't know how to get to your side. Is it sometimes like you know how it says investigate Darius Persgetus actions? Was the gate locked for you? Or is it supposed to be locked? How do I get onto the side? Investigate Darius Persgetus actions, whatever his name is. What's that supposed to mean? Alright. Are there pictures?
The money.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Yo.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even
How am I supposed to investigate? Is there anything to investigate? Can I, like, you know... Can I just go...
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take
Welcome,
a look.
sir.
Don't be afraid.
Please take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah, A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes. Those bloody immigrants should know their place, eh? How dare they do a better job than the lazy natives of this land?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
You again? What do you want this time?
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Is that enough even about?
There's no one in.
Prick.
I will return later. It's locked, all right.
So what is a hint? Is it?
It's time!
Yeah, sword off. That was a pretty bad accent. Maybe I shouldn't be around here. So I'm looking for evidence, and how am I so blah, blah, blah. How am I supposed to find evidence? Well, what is evidence? What's this place? Is that a skull? Yep, I ain't going around there. What the fuck's he doing?
Nobody at home.
As long as you have the money. Its effectiveness has been rumored by
Hello, rats.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week up.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Investigation succeeded. Oh, let's go.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
Maybe.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
I thought
Do you
know.
know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
The Wet Boots will be proud of me.
the money.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
You should not feel ashamed.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
No one's there. Nobody at home.
Yo, I'm still struggling on this part, fam. I can't find any, like, it says investigate Dorian's parallel actions, like his actions. And like, what does it mean by that? It said investigate this guy's actions. I don't even know where Dorothy Crane is. I'm still looking for her.
As long as you have the money.
Oh wait, so I'm supposed to be looking for Dorothy Crane, asking people.
Its effectiveness
No.
has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so there's this gate. Oh, I forgot about that mechanic. Oh, that's the dude. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I forgot about that mechanic, man.
Strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Find the inhabitants in Whitechapel. Find Richard and find Clayton Darby. Alright, Richard. No. Richard Nitherscott.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even
That seems kind of scary. Yeah, there's blood there. I'm bothering there.
the Swanborough cordial can be
Oh crap, they're down here. This is creepy. Creepy. There's blood.
It's locked, all right.
This door's locked. It's weird.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
There's Clayton at unknown.
Unable to see the true.
The fuck are you?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
The fuck?
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted.
He also ran PvP Michaels.
I sent him to
So yeah,
preach
what's
the
he
good
do?
word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Oh.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth?
As a doctor, you must be aware of a decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost
What?
than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me.
Yes.
But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking
when?
answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Oh, I'm gonna get addicted to this game.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Yeah. Just tell them that I'm playing Vampyr. Yeah, that's it.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues
I was going to talk a
preaching
lot,
his
fam.
fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
New hits available.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Wow, sexy.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fibre.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Where can Clayton be? Who the fuck is that? Hey, yo, what's your name?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor.
I'm guessing
Dr.
she's
Reed.
a
All right
prostitute.
then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Many people must deal with poverty, but not all choose to sell their bodies. That was your decision.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what or when you were going to eat?
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors, or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Yeah, they should, but they don't.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Ooh. Where is Clayton? Hello, Clayton. Clayton. Is that little bitch here? No, still Hey, yo, Clayton, where the fuck you at from? What's that? It's gotta be Clayton. It doesn't look like a Clayton.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
Clayton.
I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Yeah.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
The nurse, I know.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Loner.
He has no relatives at all? No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
What?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
I still have questions about that Darius fellow.
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out.
Why does that
Doesn't
say
seem to have any
again?
friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
There's nothing up here. Wait, hold on. Oh, what's that? It's locked. Fuck is that? Yo.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Does she have a talking disorder?
Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Yo, she's fucking quiet.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Your mom's a whore.
Very well. Goodbye then.
And what? What else was it? What was that? Oh. There's loads. Oh. I was gonna say, man, that's just like, ugh. Find the mailbox, it's right there.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Wait, what? Find the mailbox of the letter I just did? Is that a mailbox? It said like the nearest mailbox, so I'll start going back to his place.
Take a look. Don't be afraid.
Wait, what? There we go. So where's he live? Is that still locked? Yeah. The nearest mailbox. This one? That's still. Is it our mailbox? Is it not? Well, I hear people screaming, and that's scary.
I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
Twat. This is the nearest one. Yeah, your mom's a twat from that.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you can pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each
Okay,
other?
how that's cool, but...
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett. You again? What do you want this time?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins.
You know. That totally doesn't seem dangerous. Can I just like, you know, avoid it? If I walk slowly. Oh shit. What then? Here we go. Oh shit. Hey, yo, game. Oh fuck. God forbid. Maybe I should just leave a minute. Let me. Leave me alone. Oh shit. So yeah, bitch. What's in? Oh, you fucking bitch, man. Oh shit. Yo man, calm down, fuck you now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a black. Yum yum. Oh yo, this yo. Blood. Was dead. Shit. So it takes up a lot of stamina, this weapon, bro. Shit. That took a lot. Come on. Whoa, lag. Lag in this game. Ugh. Very interesting. Fire Richard in the area. This is very creepy. I'm guessing that's Richard. Yo, Richard. What's up?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir.
Yeah.
Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Ah.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the point.
Don't
you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Yes, it's made of. I was not listening.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no.
People not know about vampires and
You
scouts.
remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
I always say
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
That's true.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
How do I give him it? Oh, I don't have any treatments for cold.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Totally.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
Well, such a dumb answer, you fucking dumbass.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
Sometimes.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
There we go. Find the inhabitants of Fire Richard Discar. Wait, Richard, he just told me. Whatever. Tell me to go over there. So you know, I'm gonna go over there. You know. If you know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game, you mate.
Alright, is that stuff in this mailbox yet? No. In the bushes? But I don't know where that mailbox and the letter is, so...
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Mesmerize level 2 required.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
What's mesmerized level 2? What was that? Oh, I guess that's for another day. Let's start robbing him.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, maybe I can open it. Can I sit in your bed? Okay, let's go with that stuff.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
It's very dark. Very, very dark.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Sure.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute
Oh fuck, I think I pressed
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
I already said that one, innit? Yeah. Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu. The game is lagging quite a bit. Alright, now that I'm here, can I open this gate? Boom. Oh fuck, it closed. I know she's in there, but what else do I know? That gate can open. There's nothing much to do. Ooh. Can I? No. Okay. Give me your valuables. Man, are there anything except fucking medical supplies in this game, fam? I swear I saw I just feel like it's gonna be a boss battle. It has the music and everything. It's creepy. Stop coughing, you're scaring me. What's that? Ooh. The fuck did I didn't mean to be told. I don't think shouting thirst is gonna help the thirst, bro. Bro, I'm just looting the entire fucking building. I don't really care about Dorothy, bro. I want my loot. At least you use my XP. I still haven't got fucking chance to level up my character yet.
I need help.
Sorry, Hal's gonna have to wait even though he's dying.
He's going into convulsions, Doctor.
Don't care. I know someone's gonna have to help him.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Oh no. You know that's just the fucking start for it to become a fucking monster, fam.
For the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
You know he's gonna become a
Aspirin
fucking
and salicin,
monster.
you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's
Mate,
not
man's gonna
convulsing,
turn
he's
into a fucking
He's not
horse
getting
spider.
any air.
8 legs, fam. It's obvious.
Hand me that skull.
What can I do, Doctor?
Do we have any antibiotics? That's fucking stupid. Antibiotic.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air.
Mate, they do surgery on him.
Yes, Doctor.
Well, he's awake, bro. That's sad.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
See, I wasn't gonna be a dickhead if he still gave it me. That angle just showed me that he's gonna become a fucking monster.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you alright, Doctor?
Oh shit.
I can't see.
Oh no. Resist. Let me finish it right now.
I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor.
Just leave, Bob.
I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Oh no, don't bite, don't bite. Just don't.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
I had no idea if that was the right thing to do. Doesn't look like it. Oh wait, is that to increase his blood in it? Or is it just killed him? I think he's dead. Oh no.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Yes. Yes. Can I just bite?
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Bedside manners?
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I don't know if I can do it. I've come to stop the blackmail. I can't carry on with this. This is illegal.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Becca's charm. Spare. Embrace.
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
Let's go! Much blood.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
Hey, I just went to the XP farm. Jeez, 4,000 XP. Fucking hell, thank you. That's why I chose it. See, bro, I'm smart. Wait, what? Small key? -1. Oh, I had a small key? I never fucking realized. Well, it gave me stuff, so... Yes. Well, she's dead now. The fuck? Fuck?
Oh, this one stinks already.
Yeah, you fucking twat. Oh shit, yeah, ready, would I? We're all gonna bite you fucking. Yeah, that's what you get. killing my people. I wanted to kill him, fam. I should do it with my people on my remote. This game suddenly got interesting. Need to run now. Yo, what's up, bro? Alright, yo!
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Oh, God, everything. Let's
I'd
trade.
like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
What have I got? A bunch of random shit. Supplies and ingredients. I can't remember. Weapons and mushrooms. Okay. Handling bar. Go. Rest to evolve. Yes, I know. I know. Why am I thinking? Oh, this game got intention, though. This game is intense, you know. Is that monster still there? Yep. I like how, like, once the monsters are dead, like, what you killed, they stay dead, so... well, that creature's gone.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Yeah. I'm not all for it.
Kill it, boy!
Shit. Yo, imagine. Don't know what I'm supposed to do. Give me your blood. Yes, indeed, I am too strong for you, you pussy boy. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Stop abusing! Ow! Stop abusing, bro. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Jeez. Perfect timing. Oh, shit, what a bitch, fam. Your bones. Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding? You fucking twat, man.